Everybody hope that my wool doesn't turn up in 6 months' time when Mum digs some garden over. Hello, dog. Are you alright there? Come on then. I'm trying to read the National Trust magazine, you little goblin. Am I doing too much reading and not enough paying attention to Polly? Oh, I do apologise.
I expect that's definitely the answer.
Hello, Puss. Hello. Oh, you're damp. You've been outside. Progress thus far. It is now Wednesday the 12th. Been a little while since I updated. We've had a lot of life stuff going on. This is how much I've achieved since Saturday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. Progress has slowed somewhat. Also, I should have another 100-gram ball of this. Can I find it? Can I? I left my project bag at Mum's by accident, and she found the project bag not where I left it. So we are hoping that the dog hasn't buried my ball of wool in the garden somewhere, because she is prone to do that. I've had to save my sock wool from her at least 4 times. She's obsessed with it. And while this has no sheep in it whatsoever, it has been in a box with sheep in it, and she knows that. Everybody hope that my wool doesn't turn up in 6 months' time when Mum digs some garden over. Excuse the noise. I am waiting for my oven to preheat so that I can make the Valentine's Day cookies. And I thought that while I waited, I would sit and instead of scrolling on my phone, and I'd try and get a little bit more of this bloody scarf done, because you guys have no idea how ready I am to be done with this project. So I have achieved, in terms of things I can show you, very little. Life has just got in the way of being creative this week. Some people in my comments said that they felt that they were being lazy because they had not done as much. And I would like to just say that that is not my normal levels of productivity. I was simply bored and very motivated, and I had basically not much else going on in terms of work. So the joys of being self-employed. I've run out of wool. This is the stitch marker of where I got up to at the end of last week. So this was Friday, and this is how much I've achieved. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 rows in 7 days. I've achieved 6 rows in 7 days. Given that today is Valentine's Day for me, if admittedly not for you, I thought that I would tell you about a little Norfolk tradition that we have called Jack Valentine, or Old Father Valentine. I don't know where this tradition comes from. I haven't been able to find any definitive evidence for the tradition, like why it originated. I know that there is evidence dating back for about 200 years, and it was particularly popular in the late Victorian era. He's a friendly spirit, a bit like Easter Hare or Father Christmas or the Tooth Fairy. He's kind of in that sort of genus of spectres, as it were. Some people say he is the spirit of St. Valentine, but that is kind of a conglomeration of the tradition of Jack Valentine and the story of St. Valentine. And it is not St. Valentine who knocks on the doors of good children or naughty children. Jack Valentine doesn't care whether you've been good or bad. He's not Santa Claus. That's been added to the tradition, to the myth, in last 50 years or so. That's not actually the original story, from what I can gather. But suffice it to say, from my family's understanding, Jack Valentine, he comes after it is dark. Good old Jack will come and knocking on your door, and he'll sprint away fast as you like, and sometimes he has left you a present, and sometimes he has just played Ding Dong Ditch, and sometimes he has knocked on one door but left a present on a different door. It quite honestly depends on A, how many front doors you have, and B, how creative the neighbours are who are doing this for the children. This is one of those traditions where you really do have to involve a community, and that's what I think is so incredibly charming about it. Now, especially in Norwich, the tradition of Jack Valentine, he gives you parcels in brown paper tied with string, and sometimes the string is still tied to the parcel, and the kids go to get the parcel, and Jack Valentine pulls it away. You can chase him down the garden path, but you aren't supposed to chase him past the garden path. I think my family just gave, like, bad luck as a reason, but actually it's because you would catch the adult on the other end of the string. I find it delightful, and we have started it as a tradition with our mum's next door neighbours, because she has young children living next door. It is just one of the most weirdly Norfolk things to do. I was very confused even at school. Not all of my school friends had Jack Valentine, and I just assumed that they didn't get to their door fast enough. Not everybody did Jack Valentine, but it's a very old Norfolk tradition, and I come from an old Norfolk family. It's fun. It's a very fun tradition. I will do it when I have my own children. It's very much a community thing. And I think, sadly, one of the reasons that the tradition has died out is because A, the population is so transient, we don't have as much contact with our neighbours, and so we aren't able to host Jack Valentine's visits in the way that, you know, I remember growing up. So what I've taken to doing is if I need to Jack Valentine my mum's neighbours, I hide in the hedge and I knock on their front door with my walking stick. Dunk 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 dunk. And then I have to hide behind the wall in the hedge so they don't see me. I just thought that in lieu of having anything interesting to show you, that I would tell you of our family tradition, and in the hopes that A, it does not stop being an active tradition, this wonderful little game that we play with the kids in our lives, then it will die out. This year, my brother is Jack Valentine, so to everybody who is Jack Valentine tonight, I hope that you can run a lot faster than I can and that you don't have to hide in a hedge. If you did choose to come along and join me for this, thank you very much for watching. If you have a Valentine's tradition that is local to your area or local to your family, I would absolutely love it if you let me know in the comments. Is Jack Valentine anywhere else in the world? Does your area of the world have a weird tradition that literally no one has ever heard of? Let me know, I'm curious. I will see you next week for another episode of Finish It February, and/or can Zoe make a Viking outfit before the deadline on a project that they planned on starting over Christmas? You'll see. I don't know. I don't know what you're going to see yet either. We'll find out together. Oh, am I supposed to tell you to like, comment and subscribe or something? I'm really not good at this YouTube thing, am I? Yes, do that. Or don't. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not your mother.